Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Broken Captain. Today, we're going to talk about the USR Pioneer and how to use it. Now, this is one of the startup ships, so when you download the game from Steam or somewhere else, this will be your first ship. Well, one of the three first ships that you will own. And this is its loadout. It has the main armament of void charges, which fires in volleys, and there's 8 of them in one single volley, and each one of them does 48 damage. So if you do some calculating, you'll figure out that if you hit all the void charges in a volley, you'll deal command damage of 384, which is not pretty or impressive. In addition to that, it has quite a bad range of 12,000 meters. The Pioneer's main armament void charges is not actually that powerful or impressive. In fact, it's quite weak because it has a low range and low damage. But however, it's AoE, so even if you miss, you'll still kind of hit him. Right, so going to the gravity nuke, which is your secondary weapon. This thing has a much larger range of 24,000 meters and has a base damage of 1,179 damage, which can fluctuate. It quite depends how close the target is to the gravity nuke when it explodes. Now, this gives knockback, right? It knocks your enemy backwards, so if they're hiding behind a rock or whatever that does, they get blasted away from their cover. And it is also quite useful if the enemy is flying in a cluster. Like, say there's 3 of them flying quite close together. You hit the center one and they all disperse, whether they like it or not. So this is your secondary weapon. Now, the reveal sector is a utility weapon which reveals the whole entire sector for you, displaying all the hostile target's location. And it's quite useful, but it also reveals your own location, so that's that. Pioneer missiles. Now, Pioneer missiles are slow moving. Yes, it's actually quite slow, but then it has quite a high damage, right? And it also got quite a long range of 25,400 meters, and there's 8 of them in a volley, so it's like your normal missiles, but it's just slower, right? And has a longer range of 25.4 kilometers. Now, the detection buoy is, well, for detection, as its namesake. Any cloaked anyone that goes in its radius will get detected, so that's that. And you have your engine, which gives you a speed of 570. So that is the loadout of this ship. And so I'm going to come back in when I get into a battle to show you what this ship could do and what this ship couldn't. So, see ya.
Given us a green light.
Yes. Now we're in a battle, and now I can show you how to use this ship. Not in words, but in practice. Now, as I have mentioned before, these void charges do not do any much damage. So your main target would be support craft, light attack crafts, and snipers and stealth ships. Right? So those are your targets. But if you do bump into bigger targets, let's say a Leviathan, then you will have to work with your team to kill it, because your void charges do only that much damage. So I'm gonna play a game of Fractured Space in this ship to show you how. Now, in the distance there's another Pioneer, but then and also a Watchman. So I'm gonna take some cover right for now. Not for long, but for now. Okay, so the Reaper's gone out, so I'm gonna support him and watch his back. Right. Pioneer. You can see these are really slow.
Scanner shows new contact.
You do have to get quite close in order to open fire. Right, this ship's disadvantages. You really have to get really close to the target vessel.
They're poking through the port side armor.
Now,
Elax reporting here. Something's interfering with all ship systems.
watch me. Oh,
Navigation.
that.
Take us to a station. Looks like I'm gonna have to win this
Probably
myself.
fire onto the ship. Put down the
Use signal.
gravity.
Enemy ship.
Just do some more now. And then we can just now chase it because.
The fleet's offering a refit.
No help.
Let's take it.
Okay, so this ship, your main target should be snipers, light attack crafts, and support crafts.
We lost the
And
ship.
if you're alone, don't mess with it. Attack.
So 1,000 people die because of your incompetence.
Because this ship is really lacking in damage dealing abilities. Let's reveal the sector.
Navigation. Take us to a station.
Okay, so the sector is clear.
Alarma! Alert! Enemy ship
Oh.
detected. Power dog is consistent. I'm working on it.
Navi, not that one. Jump away while you
Get
can.
us out of here.
Right, so you can see that this ship is really lacking in firepower, as it's quite weak in attacking. So you have to stay with your allies, because if you don't stay with your allies, that's what is going to happen. Unless if you bump into a pioneer, in that case, it's just a matter of skill. So as I can tell from this current situation, there's more allies in beta, and I will go there to support them. Alright? Not exactly the
Jansen
prettiest
reporting.
record,
Securing from jump settings.
but right, okay. So, you support your team.
Tactical systems
I
of the
always
enemy
do.
on display now.
And then I'm just gonna
Now, we
volley
hit them hard and soft hit them.
dead.
Confirmation. They killed one of ours.
I don't see any allies in front of me. What I'm gonna do is to break off attack. Because I don't exactly want to take any fire from them. Right. If you see this kind of heavy medic combination, shoot the medic first.
Deployed by the enemy. Get us on station immediately.
Fire should knock them
Alarma!
away from
Alert! Enemy ship detected. The enemy is in the fleet ship. Enemy jump pit has been destroyed. Tactical systems of the enemy on display now.
Yeah, you use gravity nuke for a lot of things, like knocking the protector out, if that is necessary. Breaking off the
Enoch here, I've spotted an enemy ship. We've corrupted their defense. Command confirmed. We're a ship down. That was easy.
Have that turn back down. So we do still have relatively high health. Right. Kill the medic first.
Alarma! Alert! Enemy ship detected. Hit them now! Now! While they're weak! We have orders. Gamma 1 is
Damage
now
is
available.
going to help you in any way. What the hell is he jumping? Right, okay, so let's go in here, let's just capture mining stations. And take the capture for ourselves, of course. We're winning Gamma, that's another good thing. But remember, Gamma, if you're new to this game, Gamma is not actually
Gamma 1 captured.
that important. It's important. It's surely a thing to buff up your team, but I haven't seen a team that has got Gamma then instantly won the other team or had a significant improvement
Close on a station.
in battling, because capturing Gamma will bring you benefits, but they're not significant. So yeah. So if you're in the middle of battling with someone and you see Gamma's out, do not jump there, because if you didn't already know, jumping in combat will cause you
Get us on station
a lot of
immediately.
damage, and you'll sacrifice, and that means.
We're a ship down.
As you
Pick
can
up
see,
the slack.
everyone is in Gamma, so good chance to sneak attack. Always remember, you're all in constant centers
Station
below
capture.
these stations, and it's definitely, we're better off shooting it.
Looks like I'm gonna have to win this myself.
760 payload. Oh. It's going to be rough. Okay, so you've broken through a sector.
Enemy jump routes unlocked. Attack now. Elax here. I've spotted an enemy ship. Castle here. I've had my bots working outside. The hull's fixed.
Right, because you know you definitely
Weapon
cannot
systems offline.
fight
I've got my bots
two
working on
ships.
it.
So what you should immediately do is jump away
Set
right
space,
away.
normal conditions.
'Cause
Jump
you can't
successful.
fight that. Remember, if you see
Navigation.
that you're
Take us
either
to a
outnumbered
station.
or, well, if you don't think you can win a combat,
We no longer have jump
or
access to
confrontation,
the enemy base.
jump away immediately. Do not hesitate. Jump away. Such in that situation, I would not be able to handle that Leviathan anyways. So, jumping away would be my best bet.
We're
Instead
a
of
ship
dying.
down. Pick up the
You're
slack.
better alive than dead.
We need to
Alright,
reach
so
the
you
right
have this
station,
upgrade
sir.
panel. Now, since utility is basically useless, unless if you're the Raven, it's just a matter of choice of attack or defense.
Now,
Now
the
this
enemy
ship
are attacking an
has a
allied
very
forward
low
station.
attack value, which it really needs a buff. The ship's attack really needs a buff, so you can select attack to get more attack firepower, or you can choose defense if you're getting wrecked. So it's all up to your decision. But since I'm not dying, so yeah.
Time for some
Attack.
payback.
Ooh, look at that. Oh my god, 4452. This will lag really bad. Fire your
Alarma! Alert! Enemy ship detected!
this. Take this back away. Oh, red lock. Okay. Now we're gonna set up a defensive position since we're outnumbered. Protector, protector, protector. There's 4 of them right there. And I don't wanna. Oh, the cyber zero. Bad.
Tactical system has the enemy on display now. Down. Pick up
Okay,
the
hello,
slack.
and we're back. Unfortunately, I've just lost around 4 minutes of video because of a very juvenile mistake, but doesn't really
Tactical
matter.
report. The
Right, so
enemy are
with this
capturing
ship,
the
there
base.
is
Los
basically
Cerdos.
a few simple things, right?
The
You...
system is being
Oh,
secured.
there you go, victory. And quite a good score, I'd say to myself. 7 kills, 6 captures, and 1 death. Quite a beautiful record, considering you are a attack craft that could not actually shout that much damage. So okay, so summing this up, there is a few main things, few main tips of me after me playing the ship that I can give to you, such as say, engage smaller vessels like protectors, and yeah, mainly protectors. Kill them when you can. Protectors, watchmen, or spies, which are like the Basilic or the Ghost. Oh, you can also destroy light attack crafts, such as the Interceptor and the. So yeah, so this is quite successful, and if you play this thing right, you can get quite a few kills, even though with its low damage output. If you use it correctly, you use the gravity nuke correctly, you use your void charges correctly, you can actually leash off a lot of damage. So this ship is good against. You can one-on-one when you are fighting, let's say, a spy like the Black Widow or the Ghost or the Basilisk. You can one-on-one, let's say, you can one-on-one a Interceptor. You can one-on-one a Protector, because those are support ships. And you can also attack light attack crafts, such as the Ranger and the Interceptor and the Displacer. However, if you run into something like the Brawler, the Destroyer, Colossus, which are heavy ships, if you run into a heavy ship or quite a strong attack ship, then you need backup. You can't take them one-on-one because you have a low damage output, and that is really going to cost you a lot. So mainly focus attacking on smaller attack crafts, support crafts, snipers, and spies. Those are your main targets, right? If you see anything that isn't in that list, like say attack crafts, heavies, then run away, because you aren't able to take them down yourself. You have no chance. Your attack is too weak. Right, so whenever you sense you're in trouble, jump away. And use the gravity nuke to push enemies out of cover, or if they're in formation, disrupt their formation. And the gravity nuke could also be used for extra damage if that's really needed. Deals 1,000 damage. And lastly, stick with your allies, because if you encounter heavier vessels, you're basically done. So two Pioneers can always take down a Reaper. 2 Pioneers can always take down a Hunter. So stick with your teammates, cooperate with them, engage lighter vessels, support crafts, and snipers and spies, and when you sense danger, jump away. That is your main job. So thank you for watching this episode. I'll see you next time.